What's up everyone, this is Kenny here from Property Stories, and in this week's episode I'm going to share with you how do you check the market value of your property or the property that you are about to buy. You see, this comes from a friend, got a question, so I thought I'll just share with all of you. Before I go on though, if you're watching this, please hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any videos like this, and also the like button so that you help the YouTube algorithm. Okay, let me read out the question. Hey Kenny, hope you're doing well. My wife and I currently on the lookout to purchase a house. We found one which ticks all the boxes for us in a place, but we are wondering what's the value of the house apart from Brickz. What other tools would you recommend to find out a value of a house? Okay, this is a very good question. Before you buy anything, you want to know whether the asking price is reasonable or not. Yeah. So I'm going to give you 3 methods to do this. Number 1, go back to Brickz. Brickz.my. Brickz.my will show you the past transacted price. I'll give you a bit of walkthrough on how to use Brickz.my to get a rough gauge of the value of the house. Remember, whatever value that you get from Brickz.my cannot be used to apply for a loan because the banks have their own panel valuers to value that property. And also, past transaction doesn't mean future pricing is higher. Okay, in some cases it can be lower. Okay, let's move on to the Brickz tutorial. www.brickz.my. This is the website. Okay, www.brickz.my, and then you can search. For example, let's just say you want to search a condominium that you are targeting. Let's just use an example here. Maybe we just use condominium villa Wangsamas, for example. This one is located in Wangsamas. Loading. Okay, so you see this screen here, they will show you the recent 10 transaction. Yeah? Of course, without the unit number. With unit number, you have to subscribe, but you actually don't have to. If you are just looking for market value, you can roughly estimate. If you give a unit number, then you'll be more accurate, but this one you can just estimate roughly based on the size. How is this calculated? Make sure you remember this. Median price per square feet, median pricing of this place is 450. Please note the transaction date is 2019 July to 2020 June. The median pricing is 450,000 and the 75th pricing is 490,000. 490,000, 25, 50 and 75 refers to the number the transaction. Median is in the middle, 50% is 450,000. So what this means is, if let's just say you are getting on offer above 450, means most likely it's on overpriced. Of course, you have to refer to the per square feet price and also the condition of the unit. If you're getting at less than median price, 450,000, again you have to go back to the unit sizes and also the condition of the unit. You might be onto something which is undervalued. So you go back here. For example, you see here the latest transacted date is 10th of June 2020 with a size of the lot is 2562 at a price of 332 per square feet, which is 850,000. So this one is quite rare. You see there's only 2,500 square feet here. Then the rest are 1,270 square feet. So if you are buying a 1,200 plus square feet, you can compare with this 1,200 plus square feet. If you are buying a 2,000 square feet, then you compare 2,000 square feet. But 2,000 square feet naturally will be lesser transaction because it's a bigger and it's also harder to swallow. Okay. If you are buying 1,200 square feet, then you can compare with this. The latest transacted price is in March. Okay, this is right before the MCO. MCO is on the 18th. So 12th of March 2020 is 370 per square feet, sold at 470,000. Okay, in high rise there's a few factors that will affect the price. But you can roughly gauge from Brickz what is the price and whether the asking price is a bit too high from before you even proceed to negotiate further. Just now, the search I used was for high rise, okay? Let's just use now for landed property. Again, same process, go to brickz.my, click this hourglass, this magnifying glass here, magnifying glass, and type the street name, street address. I'm using here Jalan SS2. SS2 very familiar, right? Yeah, I was from there, so easy. So you can see here, the search will come out all these streets number here. Let's take an example, SS2 stroke 72 here. You see there's a street, there's a residential and condominium, street, commercial and shop lot, shop unit, okay? So this one tells you that this road here, the data you get is for the shop unit, while this one is a residential and this is a condominium. So if you want to look for a terrace house, for example, let's just say I want to look for terrace house, then here you see SS2, this is a terrace house, Bandar Utama terrace house, SS2 stroke 113, also condominium. You can choose by type. Example, let's just go through this. Let me just click one just to show you how it looks like. Let's just say SS2 stroke 113. SS2 stroke 113. No, this is Casa Damansara. Let's SS2 stroke 105 terrace house. Okay, you see from this data here, there's one street, the street address here. There's one terrace house intermediate that is sold on 31st of October 2019. It has 2 floors, 3 rooms, land area is 1650 and it's sold at 750,000. Since there's one transaction, right, there's not much things that you can tell from here. For this case, usually if the landed property has too little in this case, so perhaps you need to go on a broader area search. Let's just type broader area search, meaning let's just type SS2 on the search bar and see what it goes to. Taman SS2, okay? Taman SS2. So you see SS2 Petaling Jaya. It'll give you the whole overview of SS2 Petaling Jaya. Let's just click this here. You see, this will show you all building types, right? You want SS2, so you got SS2 Petaling Jaya, all building types. This one will have all the residential building, bungalow, semi-D, terrace house. So you see, this is the transaction. It tells you which street has transaction and the size and the build up of the place. This one you can use as a gauge. For example, let's just say you want the end lot terrace house here. It's like, there's one on the 5th of June, sold for 1 million. It's an end lot. Intermediate, roughly the same size, land area. It's about 1.1, 800,000, 1.3 million. So you can roughly guess that the houses there is about 800, lowest is 800. I think this one maybe the condition is about 800, 1 million plus. Maybe this one is a renovated condition. So you can roughly get a range there, okay? But make sure all this is the same, the building type is the same when you use this feature. If you cannot find that one street, maybe that one street don't have much transaction, use this area overview. I hope that helps you in your search for a new house. And this is how you use the Brickz and to do it, okay? So on to the next one. Next, number 2 is, of course, to ask your banker friends. Do you have anyone who you know or any of your friends who are working in the bank, specifically in the mortgage department? Mortgage can be sales, or maybe it's a lawyer friend who knows a banker friend. Just ask around. Your lawyers usually will know bankers. Your real estate agent will know bankers, so you can check directly with the bankers. Or if you have a big network of connection, you can always ask your friends, your lawyer friends, to recommend bankers to check for you. Okay, so what the bankers will do was that they will get the information, of course the postal address, the size of the houses, and get it the photos and pass to the bank panel valuer. Say for example you apply with bank A, then the banker from bank A will send to the bank panel valuers of bank A to get a rough indication of the property price. That next up, the last one, the final one, is number 3, is to walk into the branch. Walk into a branch is, of course, is unheard of in days where we have digital, right? But I've experienced, as this is especially true for those who are in the outstation and a bit outskirt areas. You only have 1 or 2 bank branches down there. And if you are looking, for example, you are in maybe Perlis, okay, you want to buy a house in Perlis, and we are here in Selangor. You check with the bank in Selangor, the banks will also need to find a valuer in Perlis. Might as well you, if you are in Perlis, go in to walk into the branch in Perlis and get your loan done. You see, small banks, small towns, they have banks who are community banks. All banks are community banks, but in smaller towns, these branches play a very, very important role. And they will do everything from A to Z. So don't be surprised, right? Just walk in and ask the bank, hey, I want to buy a house here. How much is the value? And what are the documents you need? You will get your financing in due time. Okay, that's all from me. This is Kenny here from Property Stories. So if you find this video useful, just share it out. And if you would like to buy my book, Tolong Luluskan, the links is below. I'll see you again in the next video. Bye bye.